Hey guys, I'm Ishan from ASM Student Chapter ITISM Dhanbad, and today I'm going to discuss the problem Magical Sticks from Codeforces Round 654 Division 2. So let's start with the question. The question says that initially I have got n sticks and the sticks are numbered from 1 till n. Our job is to connect two sticks having length a and b and get one stick with length a plus b. Two sticks that were used in the operation disappear from his set and the new connected stick appears in this set. So this means that if I join two sticks A and B, then those two sticks will disappear and the newly formed stick will come into my set. What is our job? Our job is to get maximum number of sticks having the same length. So we have to merge sticks in a pair. We will keep on merging two sticks until we get maximum sticks, and that too with the same length. We have to take care of this thing. Now let's go on to the input format. The input says that we have t test cases and each test case contains a single integer n which goes from 1 to 10 to the power 9. Here it is. We have 4 test cases, n is 1, n is 2, 3 and 4, and here's the answer which we have to print. Okay, now before starting the question, looking into that input format, I can say that the range of n is very large, so even on would not be accepted in this question. We need to search for a solution whose time complexity would be O log n or O1. Let's move on to the question. Okay, input is in the form of n consecutive numbers starting from 1 going to n. Now our logic for this question will be that, as we can see, these n numbers are in AP. For n numbers in AP, we know that suppose the numbers are t1, t2, t3 till tn. We know that the first number and the last number, their sum will be equal to the second number and the second last number. Similarly, the third number and the third last number will also have same sum. For example, if I have n equal to 6 and the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, then if I take 1 plus 6, I will get 7. Then if I take 2 plus 5, I again get 7, and if I take 3 and 4, I again get 7. So this gives me an idea that if I merge all the numbers located at equal distance from front and back, then I get equal sums. And that is what our question is asking us. It wants us to merge two elements and get equal sum, and that to maximum number of times. So we can use this logic and see. Let's start with some examples. Suppose we take n equal to 4. Numbers are 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, initially I can tell you that the number of mergings. What will be the number of mergings? Clearly it will be n by 2. Why it is? Because what am I trying to do? I am taking an element from the front. Suppose I divide the array into two parts. Suppose I divide the series into two parts. So I'm taking one element from the front and then I'm taking another element from back. In this way I'm making pairs. So at most I am doing n by 2 mergings. Therefore, number of new numbers that will be formed, that will also be equal to the number of mergings, that is n by 2. Okay, now let's use this newly derived formula. If I have n equal to 4 and the numbers are 1, 2, 3 and 4, then according to this part we'll have two mergings, and those will be 1 and this shouldn't be 1 and 5, this should be 1 and 4, and this should be 2 and 3. Okay, now if I have 1 and 4, I will get some 5, and if I get 2 and 3, I will get some 5 here as well. Therefore I've got two pairs and nothing remains in the series now. So by this I get two pairs. Now let's try it for the odd numbers. The same thing if we try for odd numbers. Let's do it. We have n equal to 5, and if I do n by 2, I get two pairs again, and those pairs will be 1 by 5, that is the first element and the last element. Then I will have 2 and then I will have 4. So here I have got two pairs again, but this time an element remains, whereas when we are talking about even numbers, nothing remains, but in this case an element is remain. So we may think of some other number, we can think of some other pairs by means of which we can improve our answer for the odd numbers case only. Let's try. Suppose instead of 3 we leave 5. what I'm talking is, if I leave 5 and take pairs of these 4 numbers only, then if I take the pairs from these 4 numbers, then as I've calculated earlier, I will be getting 2 pairs, 1 4 2 3. I will get 2 pairs, 1 4 and 2 3, and what remains is 5. 5 is the largest element which I had ignored, because if earlier I was getting 3, so we are just trying our luck and watching what happens if I leave 5 in this case. If I leave the largest number, what I will find is, and this is what we get by our observation, that the sum will be equal. That is, it is 5 over here, it is 5 over here, and it is 5 over here as well. So we have got 3 pairs this time. Initially we were getting only 2 pairs, but now we have got 3 pairs. So from this we can come to a conclusion that if our number n is even, then simply our answer would be n by 2, because that would be the maximum number of mergings that we'll be able to do, and that will also be equal to the number of pairs that will be formed. Okay, but if I take the case of odd number in the else part, what I will get is, I will get one extra element, and it is over here as I showed by the example, and this is always going to happen, and this is what we got by observation. So following this conclusion, we can easily solve the question now, and the code is very simple. Let's go on to the code. The code says, initially we have an n number, we take its input, and answer, as I said, is n by 2. But this is only for the even case. If n is odd, in that case answer will be 1 more, and I've incremented answer, and finally I've printed it. So guys, this is all for this question. I have also put the solution to my answer, the link to my solution, in the description box. You can check it over there. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button and share and subscribe our channel. Till then, bye and keep coding.